Since incorporated in 1984, XIN ZHONG YUAN Group has become one of the largest building ceramics enterprises in the world, with its huge production capacity, distribution network spreading over 120 countries and regions. It's recognized by the industry as the aircraft carrier of building ceramic. As its building materials business strengthens, XIN ZHONG YUAN Group has expanded into other fields, such as property development, finance, financial management, and property management. Each division in the group holds its role, while supporting others within the supply chain, together helping XIN ZHONG YUAN being the world-class conglomerate it is. In 1994, XIN ZHONG YUAN entered the ceramic industry with a global vision, with the ultimate strategy to expand worldwide. It's gradually built 10 large-scale modern production bases, totaling more than 10,000 acres. Building ceramic products and synthetic stone materials produced by XIN ZHONG YUAN Ceramics Group, including floor tiles, wall tiles, thin sheets of special paving requirement, microlights, and artificial stone materials, are widely applied to all types of public and residential buildings. The production process flow for floor tiles, wall tiles, thin sheets, and microlights is as follows. 1. Raw materials are purchased and inspected. 2. Blank preparation is carried out, including weighing and batching of raw materials, ball milling pulp, slurry sieving for iron removal, slurry homogenization, slurry spray drying powder, and powder introduction to silo to decay. 3. Compression molding is carried out. 4. Drying, printing, and glazing are carried out. 5. Sintering of 3 stages, namely preheating, firing, and cooling, is carried out. 6. Edging, slicking, and polishing are carried out. Semi-finished tiles are processed via edging, slicking, and polishing to obtain finished products that meet factory standards. 7. Grading, also called finished product inspection, mainly includes color separation, quality inspection, evenness inspection, dimensional inspection, anti-fouling test, product package, and other contents. 8. Packaging and warehousing are carried out. The production process flow for synthetic stones is as follows. 1. Raw material collection. Leftover bits and pieces of stones that adhere to standards are collected. 2. Crushing. Collected leftover bits and pieces of stones are crushed using a crusher. 3. Stirring. Broken leftover bits and pieces of stones are evenly stirred and mixed with all types of ingredients. 4. Material placement. Well-stirred slurry is placed in a press mold for molding at high temperature and high pressure. 5. Cooling. The mold for molded artificial stone blocks is taken. The blocks are placed into the storage yield for cooling molding. 6. Cutting. Artificial stone blocks are cut into single rough sheets with a large gang saw. 7. Grinding and polishing. Rough grinding, fine grinding, finish grinding, and polishing are carried out via grinding with a mill, thereby resulting in a large finished sheet. 8. Cutting for finished products. The large sheet is placed into an infrared cutting machine to be cut into the finished product, depending on the required size. 9. Special shape machining. Special shape machining, including chamfering and edging, medallion, relief, and so on, is made for the finished products. 10. Packaging and warehousing. The machined artificial stones are classified for packaging in boxes. After packing, the stones are stored and organized. Part 2. The paving process for wall tiles is as follows. 1. Tile selection. Tile quality is checked. 2. Tile immersion. The tile is allowed to absorb the water thoroughly and is dried for subsequent use. 3. Wall treatment. Dirt is removed from the wall. The wall is wet with water and then galled and leveled with 1-3 cement sand mortar. 4. Mortar coating. Cement and sand are mixed in a proportion of 1:2. The thickness of mortar is 5 to 6 millimeters. 5. Paving tile on the wall. 2 to 3 millimeter ash seam is set aside between tiles. The paving process for thin sheets is as follows. 1. Base inspection and treatment. The base surface is kept clean, solid, and flat. If the surface is not flat, then it is leveled. 2. Snapping mesh division. When the base surface is dry by 6 to 7%, the line for segmentation is snapped. 3. Material preparation. A certain amount of water or emulsion is poured into the mixing tank. Then a proper amount of dry powder of glue is put for tiles into the mixing tank for stirring until the mixture becomes creamy. 4. Adhesion cleaning. Objects fixed to the adhesion are removed with a putty knife. Then the adhesive surface of EP sheet is cleaned with a wet sponge. 5. Adhesive coating. A layer of adhesive is applied at full tilt with the straight side of a sawtooth trowel. Then the full and continuous stripes are combed out along the horizontal direction with the two sides of the trowel. 6. Paving. The thin sheet is paved from top to bottom and from inside to outside. 7. Leveling adjustment. After the thin sheet is paved on the base surface, a positioner or rubber hammer is used to adjust the sheet to be flat. 8. Cleaning and protection of surface are carried out. 9. Seam filling. Before filling, the sheet surface is wet and joint mixture is pressed into the seam along the diagonal direction of joint by use of a rubber trowel. The paving process for microlite stones is as follows. 1. Base surface processing. Dirt on the concrete floor and dirt inside the pit of the sheet surface are removed. 2. Cement sand mortar priming. Cement and sand are mixed in a ratio of 1:4 to 1:6 for stirring. 10 to 15% sawdust is added in the process. Then, the mortar on the ground is paved with a thickness of 20 to 40 millimeters. 3. Paving. Pure cement is stirred into water with 7% fine sawdust added. The cement paste is coated on the bottom of the product by use of a tooth-shaped brush. Then products are paved on the surface of well-prepared cement sand mortar. The surface of tile is gently tapped with a rubber hammer. A seam in 1.5 to 3 mm is retained. The paving process for artificial stones is as follows. 1. Base inspection. Base evenness and structural strength are confirmed to meet the demand. No dirt and water should be on the construction surface. 2. Interface treatment. When the adhesive strength is not up to standard due to surface problems, roughening the surface of the base or the use of shot blasting machine is necessary. 3. Adhesive preparation. First, the emulsion is poured into the mixing barrel. Then, 2-component powder is added and stirred to create a paste. The adhesive is scooped out with a putty knife, and then the knife is inverted. If the adhesive falls from the putty knife roughly 5 seconds later, then the viscosity is appropriate. Four, coating adhesive on the back of the sheet material. The fixture that affects bonding on the paste surface of the stone material is cleaned with a dry cloth or a brush. 5. Coating adhesive on the base. A layer of adhesive is coated on the base with the straight side of a sawtooth trowel. Then the full and continuous stripes are combed out at an angle of 45 degrees with the two sides of the trowel. A layer of adhesive of 3 to 4 millimeters thick is coated on the back of the stone material. Sufficient adhesive is added on the 4 sides and the chamfer. Six, paving. The sheet material with adhesive is placed down gently and then pressed and kneaded, thereby adjusting the evenness. Seven, leave expansion joint. A 1.5 to 2 millimeter wide expansion joint is left as paving. 8. Leave structural expansion joint. A 5 to 8 millimeter structural expansion joint is left as paving for 5 to 8 meters, and the leveling layer of the base layer is open with a joint at the corresponding position of the reserve joint. Silicone adhesive is filled as ground polishing. U-shaped slot is used to fill in the late stage. 9. Quality inspection. For every 30 square meters of paving, one piece is levered out for quality inspection. Prior to the treatment of ground cuttings, hollowing or other defects are found in the paved ground, and then grouting repair, repaving, or other repair measures are necessary. 10. Finished product protection. If other constructions occur before stone treatment, then laying protective cushion is necessary, such as plasterboard, fiberboard, cardboard, and composite plank. 11. Joint filling. Joint filling can be done 14 days after paving is completed. The joint is cut and cleaned with a cutting plate. The joint is filled with flexible joint sealant with the same color of stone and can be polished 15 days later. Being down to earth and make good ceramic tiles.